Hello. Okay, I am making this video to hopefully help those of you, I would assume it's all of us, that are overwhelmed, you're stressed out, you have anxiety because distance learning is not great. There is a lot going on. You open up your Canvas account and all you see is just a long list of assignments that you have to get done, and it just feels overwhelming. So, I am going to share with you some tips for distance learning on just how to kind of avoid that stress as best you can and how to better manage your time because I am a former student myself. I mean, I consider myself a lifelong student, but I just graduated college not that long ago, and I know what it's like to be a student doing online courses. I've done lots of them even before distance learning. So I just want to share with you some practical tips that I kind of stumbled upon and they just work for me. So hopefully these will work for you. You can try them, you can just walk away, not use them, whatever. I just want to share this with you and hope that it helps. So the first thing that I learned is that it's very, very important to create a schedule for yourself, especially with these asynchronous days, because you only have to be in Zoom calls twice a week, and the other days, the schedule, what you're going to do is really up to you. So, this is what I would suggest because this is what I did in college to help me. I would look when the new week started, I would look at everything in my whatever Canvas for you, my Canvas account. I would look and see, okay, these are all the assignments that I'm going to have to complete this week. These are all the quizzes, whatever it is, your workload. You're going to look at that list in its entirety. And for me, I would write down everything on one single piece of paper and stare at that very intimidating list and go, okay, this is what I have to get done this week. These things are due. I have to complete them and be finished and turn them in on time. And then I would look at my week that week, look at any type of special events that were going on, and try to figure out which days am I going to have the most amount of time to work on this and to finish it. So for you, that would be your asynchronous days, whatever cohort you're in. And then I would look at that specific week and basically assign myself specific assignments, projects, whatever I had to do for certain days, knowing that I would have enough time on those days to finish them. And the beauty of doing this is that if you stick to this, if you really hold yourself accountable, then when you're done with whatever it is that you assign yourself that week, you're done, or that week, that day, you're done. So, for example, if I had 10 assignments that for whatever reason, I had 10 assignments that I had to do in a week, I would look at which days I had available, which times I would have to get it done. So if you're doing sports or things like that, you have to take those things into consideration. And I would go, okay, I'm going to do these 2 assignments on Monday. I'm going to do this one on Tuesday, and so on. I would assign them days. So when Monday came around, I would get those 2 assignments done, and then I'm done. I don't have to move on and try to stress myself out and get other stuff done because I knew that I had assigned things for each day. So as long as I was able to stay on track and get done what I assigned myself that day, I didn't have to worry about getting other things done because I knew that they would be done by the end of the week. So I know that's a lot to take in, but if you try it out just once, it might help you. You might find that it really reduces your stress because when you're looking at a crazy long list of everything you have to get done in a week, that seems overwhelming. It seems impossible. But when you break it down and assign it to specific days, it's not that impossible anymore. Okay, this is important. It may not seem like a tip, but it's very important, especially when you're just sitting on your computer all day long. You have to give yourself breaks. You have to step away from your computer, take a walk, go get some water, step outside. You have to do something to get you up physically moving, and then also just to give yourself a break from whatever it is that you're doing for your homework or projects or assignments. You cannot push yourself to do something for 3 hours consecutively, no breaks at all. I mean, you could, but that would be miserable, and that's not going to help you in the long term. So I would recommend, this is what I do. For my asynchronous day, if I was you, I would try to study, do my work for 30 minutes, and then give myself a 30 or a 10-minute break. Go back for 30 minutes, do what I got to do, come back after a 10-minute break, and just repeat that process. And if you feel like you have a higher tolerance that you could maybe go an hour and then take a break, do that. Do whatever works for you. But it's very important to give yourself time to just rest, because if you don't, you're going to burn yourself out, and that's not going to help you at all. Okay, lastly, this is very important. It may not seem like a tip, but it is. You need to ask for help when you need it. If there's something that is confusing, if you feel like you don't understand the directions for a specific assignment, if you're just frustrated and you need to talk to somebody, you need to reach out to your teachers. If you have me as a teacher and you're viewing this, I would love to help you outside of class time. This is my job. I do it because I love it and because I want to be there to support you. And I would hope that your other teachers feel the same way, because that's why they are teachers as well. So if you need something, please, you have to be an advocate for yourself. You have to reach out, send them an email, maybe say, hey, can I talk to you really quick as the Zoom call's ending? Something. You just got to reach out and ask for help, because it's going to support you and give you what you need to keep moving on. So I hope that was helpful. They're really simple, practical things. Some of them are kind of give yourself a break. I don't know. But this is just stuff that I learned from being a student myself, practical things that took me a long time to learn, and they really helped me. And so I would encourage you to try it and just see if it helps.